Guys, time to start. Time to start the live session. And cheaters, initially the plan was to do the live session on Wednesday. Initially, I was planning to cover with you the middle of this week. I was planning to share with you some trading opportunities. I was planning to share the analysis, as I promised, by the way, on my Telegram channel. But then, for some reason, I got sick and I got COVID, and I wasn't physically able to do the live session on Wednesday. So I was thinking probably to do it on Thursday, but even on Thursday, I still got some problems with health. So for that reason, we didn't have the live stream as I promised initially. But I still decided that it would be a good idea to gather, to discuss some shorts together on Friday. So we will analyze a lot of charts today. We will cover the New York session opening today. We will discuss the markets ahead of holidays. And again, very important part of our live stream will be a live Q&A. Remember, traders, that during these live sessions, we have a live chat. And in a live chat, you can ask me questions. You can ask me to analyze anything you want. So show me your presence, say hello in the live chat. Let me know if everything is working, if you see me, and if everything is going great. Hello, Stefan. Hello, Bruan. Hello, David. Hello, Kelvin. Hello, Dishan. Hello, Wikash. Hello, Monu. Hello, Chukwuekete. Hello, guys. Hello. Nice to see you. So, when I was preparing for today's live stream, I decided to share with you the setups that will help you after the holidays. So, we will try to discuss the markets from a perspective of after holidays. So, when you return from holidays, when you return from Christmas holidays, from the New Year holidays, you could rely on the analysis and teachings that I shared with you today. Yes, and I have a big list of the instruments for today's discussion. I really wanted to start with Eurodollar. Let's open Eurodollar together. And let's analyze this one. Let's discuss what is currently happening with the pair, and let's discuss the potential scenarios. The most important thing that we should realize about Eurodollar is that since October, we are trading in a bullish trend. You can see that here the market is in a very healthy bullish trend. The market keeps setting higher lows and higher highs. However, ahead with my students, we spotted here a very important resistance cluster. If we look left, we can spot that just over here, we have a strong horizontal resistance. You can see that here we have a very strong structure that the market is currently breaking. However, if we also take into consideration the historical structure of summer, we can also spot right here that white zone of supply. Then one more thing that we can spot right here analyzing the lower highs is that major falling trend line. You can see that here we have a very important falling trend line. So all the structures right here give us a very strong zone of supply. That is a very strong structure cluster. So for you, a very important task will be to patiently wait for a bullish violation of that entire area. You should wait for a breakout of that entire structure cluster. You should wait for a daily candle close above that entire area. And only then, traders, only then we're going to expect a further bullish continuation. Only then we will expect a bullish movement, and our next goal for the buyers then will be that horizontal resistance. So if you're bullish on Eurodollar, if you're looking for buying, please consider that structure and watch that carefully. Alternatively, if you are looking for shorting, remember, traders, that that area, that zone can easily be respected, and from that area the market may drop heavily. Monitor 4-hour time frame and monitor price action on a 4-hour. Here in a 4-hour time frame, we can spot that here we have a rising channel. Yes, or just you can forget about this rising trend line. Just concentrate your attention on that trend line. That trend line here is very important because for now it is the resort for the buyers to buy from. We see strong bullish reactions from that trend line, and we can see how nicely the pair respects that trend line. So watch carefully the reaction of the price to that yellow area. And in case of a bearish breakout of that trend line, if a 4-hour candle closes below that trend line, we can anticipate some correctional movement on euro dollars. So please take into consideration two scenarios: bullish scenario, yes, this one, and a bearish one. And remember that we will most likely gonna see the breakout only after the Christmas holidays. Now, hello, Mavison, hello, Kairon, hello, X, Y, and Z Tips. Nice to see you, and thank you for watching from Nepal. Traders, hello, Raf, hello, Mustafa. So I see, for example, question about Bitcoin from David. So we will definitely check Bitcoin. And traders, today feel free to ask me anything from analysis to some, I don't know, some technical price action things to some nuances about trading. Feel free to ask everything because it is the last live session of this year. So let's have a very extended and beneficial dialogue. So feel free to ask me anything. So I will check Bitcoin now. Many of you asked me to analyze, by the way, Bitcoin before this live stream started. So let's check it. Let's check it. And traders, yes, this one is very bullish, right? This one is bullish like crazy. And we can see that since November, we are trading, November last year, we are trading in a very strong bullish trend on Bitcoin. And recently the market started to slow down. You can see that on a daily time frame for the last 2 weeks, we started to consolidate. And I warned my students many times about that Bitcoin is quite overbought and that most likely the correction is coming, the consolidation is coming. And you can see that since December, the price here was our last high, and then the market started to consolidate. And if we analyze the price action here, we can spot the range. We can spot a classic example of a horizontal trading range. You can see that for now, the price perfectly respects the boundaries of the range. And of course, traders, in a bullish trend, such a range looks like a bullish flag. That range can be the bullish flag that we can trade. For you, the main thing to watch on Bitcoin will be a bullish breakout of the resistance of the range. If a daily candle closes above the resistance of the range, it will confirm a bullish trend continuation. It will confirm that the trend is still bullish, that bulls are strong. That will be the important sign of strength of the buyers for you, and that will most likely push the prices higher. The next goal for the buyers then, the next important structure on focus will be that key structure right here. I hope you see this one. I guess we can easily spot that on the 3 days time frame, traders. Yes, here is that structure, the important high of March 2022, the important high of March of last year. So that is gonna be the next goal for buyers in case of a breakout. And for now, of course, I would not recommend shorting the market. Of course, we are in a very strong bullish trend, so most likely the market will keep growing. However, remember that the market may easily keep consolidating. While we are on vacations, while big money are on holidays, the market may keep consolidating easily within the boundaries of the range. So remember that the market may easily respect the resistance of the range, and from that we may see a bearish movement to the support of the range, and then we can keep coiling within the boundaries of the range. So do not rush, wait for a breakout, and as always, once I see a valid confirmation here, I will definitely share with you the update. Thank you for watching from Nigeria. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hello, C Karma. Thank you for joining. Hello, Alda, watching from Mexico. Hello, Dishan. Thank you, traders. Thank you for joining. So the next instrument, I guess, that we're gonna discuss is silver. I guess some of the members asked to analyze silver, so let's check that out, because silver looks very bullish to me, and let me try to explain to you why exactly this one looks bullish. First thing to realize about silver futures is that here we have a very classic bullish reversal. If we analyze the price action since May, we can spot that silver was trading in a bearish trend. But then once the market reached that structural low, something changed. You can see that we retraced, and instead of falling and setting a new lower low, you can see that the price set a higher low, and we bounced and we went much higher. So here we already have a bullish trend on silver. We have a confirmed bullish reversal, and for that reason, traders, we can expect a further bullish continuation on silver. Then if we zoom in the chart, we can also spot that recently the price set a new higher low right here. You can see that after a correctional movement, the price respected that horizontal structure, and then we saw a very strong bullish imbalance. The thing is that here, after the formation of that bullish imbalance, for some time, silver was trading within that range. Yes, we were accumulating, the trading volumes were accumulating within that horizontal range. And here, the price violated the resistance of the range. We got a confirmed violation. We can see that a daily candle closed above the resistance of the range. We set a new local higher close here, so we can easily anticipate a bullish movement here. We can anticipate growth, and for now our closest strong resistance on silver gonna be 25 level. Why 25 level? Simply because it is a very round number, it is a very important psychological level, so that is gonna be the next goal for the buyers most likely. And of course, I guess buyers will also manage to reach that important resistance, the resistance based on the current high. So be ready for growth on silver. A couple of words about the intraday time frames analysis on a 4-hour time frame, even on an hourly time frame. You can see that on an hourly time frame, traders, we are currently trading within that rising parallel channel. So scalpers, if you are watching, for you can look for buying from the support of the channel. For now, the support of the channel is a very important vertical support, from where we saw quite strong bullish movements. So for you, such a vertical support can be a very nice point for buying. Now, hello other members who joined. Thank you for your participation. And XAUUSD tip says, brother, please let us know how to find the confirmation in the lower time frame. I'm gonna show you one example on pound dollar of the confirmation. So don't worry, we will go through that. By the way, traders, give me yes in the live chat if you want me to check pound dollar pair for you and share with you the analysis for a pound dollar. And then Tito says, any reason why you don't use indicator? Occasionally I use indicators, but the thing is that price action is more accurate in my view. When you analyze the price action, when you analyze key levels by your own, most of the time your eyes identify the key levels, key structures, the patterns more accurately than the indicators do. So for example, if you try the pattern recognition software is good when you just started trading and when you have no idea how to identify the patterns. But when you learn how to actually recognize the patterns, you will beat any pattern recognition software. Yes, so, and that works, I guess, with any indicator. Of course, there are the strategies based on the moving average, based on the RSI. Certainly they work. I don't say that in the indicators don't work. Certainly they do. But for me, I just prefer the naked chart analysis. Yes, and it is, it is your decision how you trade. So if you find efficient way to combine price chart analysis with indicators analysis, then use it. Yes, it is a very personal thing. So what is going to be the next one? I think the next one will be oil. So I saw questions about WTI crude oil, so we will check this one and discuss. Let's open again the daily time frame and let's discuss what is the current situation. So WTI crude oil, again, from the trend analysis perspective, we are very bearish, right? And since September, we are trading in a bearish trend. However, at the same time, we can see that once the market reached that structural low, the market started to recover. And here the price gave us a false breakout. You can see that here we got the structure breakout that turned out to be false. Then over here, the price also violated that key structure. Yes, you can see that instead of falling from that resistance, the market went higher. So locally for now, buyers are strong. Ahead, however, we have one more resistance right here. This one, let me show you where exactly it is. Here is our strong resistance. And for now, we can see that the price nicely respects that resistance. We see strong rejections from that resistance, and you can see that for many days, we are standing on that resistance. So I would expect a further growth on oil after a breakout of that horizontal resistance. That will be the important sign of strength of the buyers for me, and that will push oil higher. Our next resistance is going to be that structure. At the same time, please realize the fact that oil is currently stuck between two very important structures. From one side, we have that resistance, but from another, we have a very strong support right here. And if the price breaks that support to the downside, if we close below that on a daily, it will be an important trend following signal. And then we will most likely see the retest of a current low. So as always, it is all about breakouts. Yes, and I always say that breakout is one of the most accurate and reliable indicators. So patiently wait for a breakout right here that will give you a confirmation, right? And by the way, consulting with some fundamental traders, many fundamental traders told me that chances are high that this one will go higher. Yeah, so probably odds will be high that resistance will be broken. But let's see. let's wait for breakout. And thank you for watching from Kenya, Felix. Thank you. And watching from Sydney as well. Thank you. Thank you, cheaters. Thank you. Thanks for joining. So what is gonna be a next one? And GBPUSD Live says Bitcoin will go down. My friend, it is possible. It is possible because as we discussed, Bitcoin is quite overbought at the moment, and the market may easily respect the resistance of the range. So locally, definitely we can drop. So remember that the market may easily respect that horizontal resistance. It is possible. Then I saw a question from Shahid about Aussie dollar here. Let's analyze Aussie dollar. Just let me know if you have any questions. By the way, this was my recent forecast for Aussie dollar here that I shared in my free Telegram channel, and this one played out very nicely. So what do we see on Aussie dollar pair at the moment? At the moment on Aussie dollar pair, we can spot the test of a very important horizontal resistance. If you look left at structure, you can spot that here we have two important highs from where we saw strong rejections. You can see that from that horizontal resistance, we saw strong rejections in the recent past. And currently we are approaching that resistance. So again, the rule will be very simple. You should wait for a breakout of that structure. Bullish breakout of that resistance will push the prices higher. And the next goal for the buyers then will be that horizontal resistance. So I would recommend waiting for a breakout. At the same time, however, we should not also deny the fact that the market looks very overbought at the moment. Yes, and we might see a pullback from that structure. For that reason, I would suggest monitoring the intraday timeframes and look for an intraday confirmation to catch a local pullback from that resistance. And answering your questions, traders, about the confirmations. When you analyze a 4-hour or 1-hour time frame, when you are looking for a confirmation, you simply need something that indicates the strength of the sellers. Yes, so as we discussed, from that resistance, the market may drop. From that resistance, a bearish reaction may follow. So on intraday timeframes, what you are looking for, you are simply looking for the confirmation of the strength of the sellers. You are looking for some bearish pattern, for some local bearish breakout, something that indicates the strength of the sellers. What can indicate the strength of the sellers here on Aussie dollar? Let's try to look for some patterns. Let's, for example, try to draw the pattern right here. Yeah, so I guess from such a perspective, we have a rising wedge pattern. What else do we have? Let's look for more clues here. Yeah, and we also have a very solid rising trend line. I guess that rising trend line here is even more important. Yeah, and we, traders, look, we just found right here a very peculiar rising wedge pattern that is formed on Aussie dollar pair on a 4-hour time frame. So what exactly gonna be your confirmation then? I always say that the formation of the pattern by itself is not a confirmation. When you spotted a pattern, remember that your final confirmation will be the breakout. If you spotted a rising wedge pattern, your bearish confirmation will be a breakout of the support of the wedge. So you let the market trade within the boundaries of the wedge and you wait for a test of that resistance and the consequent bearish reaction with the breakout of the wedge's resistance. If a 4-hour candle closes below that, if we violate that, if we close below that, then we can anticipate a local correctional movement on the pair. Yes, I hope it is clear and I hope you feel the logic. Just also a couple of words about an hourly time frame. Let's check if we have some other clues on an hourly. I guess nothing for now. Yeah, I guess nothing for now. So let's for now just stick to the plan based on the daily and the 4-hour time frames analysis. Game Zone says, bro, if the structures are the same on 4-hour and 1-hour time frame, especially the support, you wait for the hourly or 4-hour candle clues. That is a very, 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 very common question. Let's open the naked chart and I will try to explain to you. So, traders, basically the question is, imagine you have a resistance right here, right? You have a strong resistance. And you see that resistance on an hourly time frame, and you see that resistance on a 4-hour time frame. So you see that resistance on 2 time frames. What time frame will confirm the breakout of that structure? The breakout of that structure will be confirmed on the highest time frame where you recognize that structure. So if you spot a strong resistance that is formed on a 4-hour and on an hourly time frame, you will strictly need a 4-hour candle clues above that to confirm the breakout, right? That is gonna be your important rule. Now, I hope it is clear. I hope it is clear. Traders, please let me know what else to analyze for you. Gold traders, please give me yes if you want me to check gold for you. Give me yes and I will share with you my analysis for gold. And I see a question from Kairong, and at the beginning of a live stream, someone else asked to analyze US30. So let's briefly check US30 and discuss it. And traders, following the rhetoric of Federal Reserve, US30 is growing like crazy. You can see that since the end of October, we see the exceptional growth here on US30. And the thing is, traders, that the index even managed to set a new all-time high. We set a new historical high right here. So now we can conclude, first of all, that the broken structure here turned into a very strong support. Yes, the previous all-time high now turned into support from where the index may keep growing. However, I would not rely that much on technicals right here because everyone will be waiting for the Fed, because for now the index is growing on euphoria. Yes, the market strongly believes that the rate hikes are over, and now the Fed is preparing the easing policies. Yes, so the interest rates are gonna decline, and if they won't, I guess the index can drop substantially. So my recommendation concerning US30 index is to wait for the Fed. And of course, if you are looking for buying, of course, my recommendation here will be to let the market pull back first. Yes, wait for a dip, let the market correct itself before you buy it. Because if you buy it, you will buy it too high. Yes, so here are some of the structures for you to watch. Yes, here our first support is the support based on the old times high. Then we have a very significant demand zone, and personally I would look for buying from that structure. That structure looks very nice, so watch this one carefully. Then let's analyze gold. Let's check gold, and this one, you know, in the months of December, gold is very tricky. I guess you would agree with me that after the market formed this huge candle with that very long wick, it was phenomenally hard to make accurate predictions on gold. And unfortunately, this time with technicals, it was quite complicated to identify the valid setups. However, what we can see from a current perspective is definitely the fact that today we have a breakout attempt of a very important resistance. Yes, you can see that the market already is trading above that, and I guess you would agree with me that that violation here is kind of already confirmed. If we analyze the price action right here, we can also spot that before the price violated that resistance, we formed right here a very classic bullish accumulation pattern. You can see that here the price formed a very classic bullish triangle that you can easily recognize on a 4-hour time frame. You can see that here the price set multiple equal highs, at the same time setting the higher lows. So it is a classic example of a bullish accumulation, and when we spot such a formation, we anticipate a breakout of the resistance of the triangle. And if the price violates the resistance of the triangle, for us it is a very strong bullish signal that indicates a highly probable bullish continuation. So now we are bullish, and moreover here in a 4-hour time frame we can also spot quite huge. You can see that here we have the inverted head and shoulders pattern, and with that violation the price also violates the neckline of that head and shoulders pattern, giving us one more very important bullish confirmation. So now our task is to get where is gonna be the next goal for the buyers. Where will be the next goal? For example, Ernest says that he is planning to sell from 2075, 2200 to 2100. Wow, that is a huge range, man. That is a very wide range. So from what I see, first, I see a trend line right here, this one, this one. So we have that trend line, and that trend line can be our local resistance right here. And what I like about that resistance, traders, vertical resistance, if we look left, we can also spot right here that horizontal structure. Why that horizontal structure here is so important? Because it is the candle close of that huge candle, and quite often for the market participants, such levels are very significant. So that trend line and that horizontal structure compose here local supply area, a local supply cluster. So I'm quite sure that that supply cluster here will be reached. I'm quite sure that that resistance will be reached, touched, and we're gonna approach that. But then we might see some pullback from that area. So gold traders, for you, the main focus for now will be on that structure. However, what you should also realize, traders, is that we are now in a bullish trend. Look, we have a strong bullish impulse, we have a retracement, we have the next strong bullish impulse with a new higher high. Then we retraced, and it looks like here we have a new higher low. And that indicates that the market may easily keep growing to the current highs. So here will be my recommendation for those who are looking for buying gold. My advice to you will be to wait for a breakout of that structure cluster. Yes, once we test that, once we see some correctional movement from that, then the growth will most likely resume, and the breakout of that cluster will be your very strong bullish signal, and that will push the prices much higher. And the thing is that our next closest resistance will be the current all all-time high. So I strongly believe, traders, that we will most likely see further growth. You can look for a local shorting from that resistance, but overall bias is very bullish. Yes, the trend is bullish. So if you want to keep the thing safe, if you want to trade gold safely, please remember that in such a situation, it is better to be on the side of the trend. One more option, by the way, to buy gold will be to look for an occasional pullback. And here, that broken structure now turned into support. Yes, that resistance now turned into support from where you can look for buying. Yes, so if you see some pullback from that structure, you can look for buying, expecting a bullish continuation. So that is going to be the plan. Let me know, traders, if you have any questions concerning my gold analysis. And yeah, for now, the market is unstoppable, so probably the market will close in a very in growth before it closes for Christmas holidays. Yeah, trend is your friend. Yes, man, definitely. That is the golden rule. So what is gonna be the next one, traders? What else to analyze for you? What will be the next pair? And by the way, what are your thoughts, traders? Do not forget to share your thoughts about gold. Let me know what are your expectations. Are you bullish, bearish, or or something else? Please let me know. So what is gonna be the next one? So traders, a couple of words. So in my list for today, I spotted some setups for pound dollar, dollar Swiss, euro yen, pound Aussie, pound CAD, dollar index. Yeah, so, and all others we already discussed. So among these instruments, please let me know the one that you want me to check, because in that list I have some important things to mention. And I guess someone asked about dollar index. I guess someone asked. Traders, occasionally the live chat moves very quickly and I may miss your question. If so, just ask me one more time in 5-10 minutes. And remember that during these live sessions we have a very simple rule. I don't finish the live stream before I answer all your questions. For that reason, feel free to ask. Right. So, dollar index, DXY, let's open this one. And dollar index is under a strong bearish pressure. At the moment, on dollar index, we can spot that the market is trading in a bearish trend. Since the beginning of October, we are bearish and the market keeps falling. Now we can see that here we had a strong horizontal support, from where just recently we saw a nice pullback. And today the market violates that structure. For me, such a violation right here won't be a strong bearish signal, because just a little bit lower, we have a very strong horizontal support. Just look left at structure. Over here, we have that horizontal structure as well. And I believe, traders, that still for the market participants, that structure right here can be important. So if you're looking for a strong bearish confirmation on dollar index, I would suggest letting the price violate these two structures. I would suggest letting the price violating that entire area. Let the market break and close below that entire area, and then you can easily anticipate a bearish movement lower. Your next goal for the sellers then will be that horizontal structure around 100.5, right? But again, the trend is our friend. Yes, the trend here is very bearish, so most likely dollar will keep falling. It will be most likely under strong bearish pressure, and your bearish signal here will be the breakout of that entire area. Now, EURUSD has reached the all-time low. Let's check it and discuss. Yeah, so what we see on EURUSD, and if we open a weekly time frame, on a weekly time frame, we can spot that on EURUSD, we have our all-time low. Yes, here it gives. And the market is currently testing that. And many of you asked me whether it is a good idea to buy from here. And the answer is that probably not. Because first, we should realize the fact that the pair is very bearish. We are trading in a strong bearish trend. And moreover, we can see that we have already touched that structure. We already tested that. And from that structure, we got quite a minor reaction. Yes, we saw a bullish movement, but that was quite small. It indicates that buying pressure from that structure is not that strong. Moreover, if we analyze the price action right here, we can also spot here a perfect example of the cup and handle. Right here it goes. Take a look, traders. We have a very perfect example of a cup and handle formation. And now the market is testing the neckline of the pattern. And I believe, traders, that probabilities will be high that the neckline here will be broken. I think that the price will manage to violate that. I think that the market will manage to close below that. And of course, a weekly candle close below that structure, a weekly candle close below that yellow area will be a strong bearish signal. It will be a strong bearish confirmation, and then most likely a bearish continuation will follow. So my outlook for EURUSD is very bearish. Please let me know what else to analyze for you. Please share your thoughts, share your feedbacks, and please feel free to join the discussion. Ilyan says, do you think that since BRICS is expanding in 2024, that will affect the DXY? My friend, you know, to be honest, I am not a fundamental trader, and as you probably noticed, I rely on technicals, and technicals give me the confirmations, technicals give me the signals to buy, to sell the markets. So for me, it is quite complicated to make such predictions that you asked about. But I guess dollar strength primarily will depend on the actions of the Fed, because definitely dollar index is very weak now just because of the rhetoric of the Federal Reserve. So they can change it very easily. So it all depends on their intentions. So I would rather concentrate on the rhetoric of the Federal Reserve. To me, it is more important. Now, so what we're gonna check next? We're gonna check Swiss yen probably. Let's check Swiss yen and analyze this one. By the way, I also have some thoughts about dollar Swiss. So let me know if you want me to check this one. On Swiss yen, we see strong bullish trend, right? On a daily, the market is growing sharply. We see the higher lows, the higher highs, and the market looks very bullish. What we can also spot is that once the market reached that structure high, from that high, the market started a correctional movement. You can see that the market dropped, and we set a new higher low here. Then what we can also spot is that here the pair is currently trading within that horizontal range. Yes, I would say that are the exact boundaries of that range. And you can see that at the moment we are testing the upper boundary of that range. Yes, we see the test of that significant supply area. And I think that the bullish violation of that supply area will push the prices higher. And then we're going to see a bullish movement to the current high. And the bullish breakout of a current high will push the prices higher to new highs. Yes, the trend is very bullish on Swiss yen. We are trading in a long-term bullish trend here. So be ready for bullish continuation, be ready for growth, and be prepared that the market will go even higher. And your bullish confirmation here will be the breakout of the ranges resistance to the upside. Also, by the way, because holiday season is coming on a 4-hour time frame, we cannot deny the fact that the price here forms some double top. Yes, we formed here a double top formation after the test of that resistance. So we may see some bearish correction here before the growth resumes. Yes, because during the holiday season the market can be very weak, and for that reason we can have the extended correction here. So be prepared for that. Now, question from T about Nasdaq index. Let's check Nasdaq index and analyze this one. This one very similar, by the way, like US30, like S&P 500. It is kind of the same, yes. And the only difference between US30 and US100 is the fact that US100 still didn't manage to violate that resistance. Technically speaking, the price is still testing that, yes. And in order to violate that, this weekly candle close should close above that resistance. And something tells me that it will close. Yes, we have just 8 hours till the market closes, and most likely the index gonna set a new higher high, higher close right here. And of course, for you, the fact that the index will set a new higher high, higher close will be a very important event. Yes, it will signify that bullish trend continues, that the market will go higher, that buyers are very strong, and that most likely the index will keep growing. However, again, as I mentioned with US30, remember that the market is quite overbought at the moment. You can see that we have a very strong growth for many days without pullbacks, without corrections. So I would recommend looking for a dip. I would recommend looking for a pullback before you buy. And the closest solid structure to buy from will be that area. It was a strong resistance. After the breakout, it turned into a very strong support, and that area can give you a very nice point to buy the index from. Ashish has to analyze silver. My friend, we already analyzed silver. Yes, we spotted here a very bullish signal. We spotted that the price set a new higher close here in a daily. So probabilities will be high that the market will keep growing. Now, I will share a couple of words about pound dollar pair as well, because on a pound dollar pair, I want you to realize that on a daily time frame, pound dollar pair is currently stuck within the range, right? If we analyze this one on a daily, we can spot that currently the pair is trading within the range. And first of all, we may anticipate a bullish movement to the resistance of the range, so most likely the pair will keep growing, and most likely that resistance will be reached. Yes, that will be the goal for the buyers. And then your task will be again to look for a breakout. Yes, my advice to you will be to wait for a breakout of the resistance of the range. Daily candle close above will confirm the violation, and then further growth will be expected. So make sure that you wait for breakout. Alternatively, bearish breakout of the support of the range will push the prices lower. So that is gonna be your plan for trading, for watching pound dollar after holidays. Now, boy life as to analyze dollar yen. Let's check dollar yen and discuss it. So here is my latest structure analysis for dollar yen pair. And for now, what we can see is that the market is testing that white horizontal support one more time. And moreover, we are trading within a wedge pattern. If we combine these two trend lines, you can easily spot that here on dollar yen we have the falling wedge pattern. So for you, if you're looking for a strong bullish signal, if you're looking for a confirmed bullish reversal, bullish breakout of the resistance of the wedge daily candle close above that vertical resistance will be your strong bullish signal. It will most likely confirm a bullish reversal, and it will most likely initiate a bullish movement on dollar yen. So make sure that you watch carefully that falling trend line. It is a very strong vertical resistance. Its bullish breakout will give you a very important confirmation. Alternatively, bearish breakout of that support will extend a bearish cycle on dollar yen, and then the pair will most likely keep falling all the way down to that horizontal support. So be prepared for a bearish continuation if the price breaks and closes below that daily horizontal support. Let me know, by the way, what are your thoughts about dollar yen? What do you expect? And watching how the price acted recently, it feels like to me that it is still the market of sellers. And something tells me that most likely we're gonna see some bearish continuation right here. So personally, my bias here is bearish. However, we should be prepared for both scenarios. Yes, so watch carefully. Aussie New Zealand. Aussie New Zealand. Question about Aussie New Zealand. Let's now check Aussie New Zealand and analyze. With Aussie New Zealand pair, let's, by the way, zoom out the chart first to get what exactly is going on here. So on Aussie New Zealand pair, we had the, let me show you the flag, right? We had a bullish flag right here. You can see that here in the daily time frame, we got a flagpole, and then the market started a correctional movement, very extended correctional movement within the boundaries of that flag formation. And take a look, traders, what happened. We violated the resistance of the flag. It is a very important sign of strength of the buyers right here. That violation here is a very strong bullish clue. That makes me think that the pair will most likely keep growing. However, because the pair was very weak since the middle of December, we can also spot right here the range. Yes, again, the classic range. And we can spot that the market perfectly respects the boundaries of the range for now. So your extra bullish signal, your very strong bullish signal, your very, very strong bullish confirmation here will be the breakout of the resistance of that range. If we close above that on a daily, certainly the pair will keep growing. Certainly a bullish movement will be anticipated. So I would recommend patiently waiting for a breakout of the resistance of the range as your extra bullish confirmation. Then what we can also spot analyzing the intraday time frames is that on a 4-hour time frame we are currently, we see in details the price action around the resistance of the range. We can see that the market kind of slows down, right? So be prepared that the market may extend the local correctional movement Yeah, while the markets are on holidays. Yes, remember that the market may keep trading within the range before the new year starts. So that is the outlook for Aussie New Zealand pair. But main focus, as I said, will be on that bullish reversal. I am quite sure that it is gonna happen here. G-Squad has to analyze DXY, my friend. We already analyzed dollar index. Please check the recording. By the way, traders, as you asked, I include the watermark so you can always notice the instrument that I am analyzing and the time frame that I am checking. Now, how is the market working in December? Still moment, says Vibe have. So as I was on vacation the last week of November, and since I returned, to be honest, the markets were most of the time very boring. And to be honest, I was really struggling to find good trading opportunities. And the beginning of this week, by the way, was quite bad with two bad signals. Last week was very active. And last week a lot of trades were taken. So last week was a very profitable week. But I guess if you ask me to assess the entire month of December, I would say that it was not a good month, just from the emotional perspective, because I really wanted to trade a lot ahead of holidays. I really wanted to trade, but the market simply didn't give me the opportunities to trade, and that was very sad. And let me know, traders, by the way, how was your December? Did you enjoy trading the months of December? And I guess the main what really pissed me off about December is the behavior of gold. Yes, because gold, after this formation of the new all-time high, gold was very strange. It was affected by manipulations, and each time when I checked gold, I felt like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, so for me personally, from the emotional perspective, the months of December wasn't that good. But how about you? Let me know. Please share your thoughts. Now. Nice to see you later, by the way. Thank you for joining, brother. Thank you for being here. And I already shared the analysis for pound dollar. Please check the recording. I shared the trading plan for you after holidays. Then CAD Swiss. Have I checked CAD Swiss already or not? Let me. No, I haven't checked. So on CAD Swiss, it is a very classic bearer setup here. You can see that we got a very huge structure. Yes, very important zone of demand right here. That was broken. After the breakout, the market started to consolidate within the range. Yes, and for you, that range can be applied as the confirmation. Yes, you monitor the price action within the boundaries of that range, and what you're looking for here, you are looking for a bearish breakout of the support of the range. You are looking for a daily candle close below that. Yes, and it will be your very strong bearish swing signal, and it will push the prices lower. So the bias on CAD Swiss is very bearish. The pair is very bearish. It will most likely drop much lower, and daily candle close below the support of the range will be a very strong bearish confirmation. So watch carefully, wait for a breakout, and then sell the market. PayPal says your analysis which you share on Telegram is very perfect, and I hope all the members are learning and also gaining. And thank you for providing educational learning on weekends. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. He says, I just got a 10K prop account. Nice. I hope that you will pass the challenge there. Then he says, how do I manage my 3K funded account with 280% drawdown? So you should treat really the best setups. So you shouldn't place a lot of orders. Yes, you should treat very conservative strategy. You should treat with the minimal lot. And yeah, so the main mistake of many traders is that they believe that they should trade a lot to make money in trading. That is a complete fallacy, and there is such a misconception simply because of this scam signal providers who share 4 or 5 signals each and every day, stable income 90%, win rate always. No. The main thing about trading is that with experience you learn to take only the best trading setups that meet all the criteria of your trading strategy. So with such a small drawdown of how much, $280 drawdown, be very careful when you select the trades that you take. Take only the trend following trades. Take only the trades from key structures. Yes, trade only from key levels and trade only after solid confirmations. Yes, that will be your recipe for winning. Uzair says, how did you come up with the idea of YouTube streaming, and what advice would you give to someone new who wants to try it in terms of what things they should do? That was very funny, so as you know, I started those who follow me for this year knew that I started a YouTube channel when COVID started. And the main reason why I started the YouTube channel is that all my trips, all my vacations were canceled because of COVID. So before COVID, I was traveling a lot. I was in many countries, and I really enjoy traveling. But once COVID started, all the trips were canceled, and suddenly I got a lot of free time. And I was thinking what to do, and my little brother told me to record videos for YouTube, and that was quite interesting. I found the value in that, and I got quite positive feedback, and for that reason I'm recording the videos now. And with the streaming, the same thing. So I was looking for the way to interact with the audience. So I have a lot of subscribers on TradingView, on my free Telegram channel. So I was just looking for the way to interact with all the members, and it turned out that YouTube streaming is the perfect tool for communication, for us being in touch. You know what I mean. Mavison says, lot size and risk management for 5,000 property firm account with 10% maximum drawdown. I always say that you should just risk 1% max of your account per trade, and that is gonna be the only rule. Yes, on my YouTube channel there is a video how to apply position size calculator. So just when you are planning any trade, make sure that you do not risk more than 1% of your account per trade, right? And that is going to be the recipe. To daily life, we will keep learning through life. I do the daily live sessions for my Trading Academy members. We do the live sessions from Monday to Friday. And by the way, now it is a very big sale on Trading Academy, so you can check it on my website. It is vasilytrader.com. Well, by the way, it's also a big sale now on Signals book video course, so you can check all that on my website, vasilycheater.com. What's your personal risk management strategy, says Min. So, as I said, I prefer to risk 1% max per trade. Very rarely when I see 100% chance trading setup, I risk 1.5%, but most of the time 1% risk is the maximum for me. And and as I said, I prefer to take 4 or 5 trades weekly max. To me, it is more than enough. So 1% risk, 4 or 5 trades per week. That's all. And positive risk to reward ratio. Remember that very important aspect of your risk management strategy is your risk to reward ratio. Make sure that you have a positive risk to reward ratio, meaning that the reward should be bigger than the risk. And when you calculate reward to risk ratio, make sure that you also calculate the spreads, the commissions, and all the costs of trading. Yes, that is a very important. What is the best for beginners? Start with prop fund or small own money? I would recommend small own money, because I always tell you traders that I don't really like this prop firms business, simply because they give very, very, very strict rules. Yes, so with prop firms, they make you trade like they want. However, the truth is that in this game, you should find the way that suits you, that suits your psyche, that is appropriate for your current financial situation, for your current, probably you are working, you have, for example, 1 hour per day to trade, or you are trading from home and you can trade the entire day. It all depends on you. Each situation is very unique and personal, and prop firms just want you to trade like they want. And unfortunately, for that reason, many traders fail these challenges one after another. So my advice to you is to learn to become independent in this game. Trade with your own money. Find the best trading strategy that works for you. Trade with that. And trust me, if you learn to make money in trading, it won't be hard to find investors, to find the money, to find the extra money to increase the money that you trade with. Yes, so just trade with your own funds and to learn to become independent. Yes, trade with your personal rules. 1K account with 1% risk looks good. For beginners, yes. So remember that 1K account, 1% risk, you won't make a lot of money. So you will probably make around $50, $60 monthly. Yes, if you keep things safe and conservative. So that won't be the huge amount of money. But in trading, what matters is the percentage gain, the percentage drawdown. And if you learn how to, for example, make 5% monthly with very low drawdown, like 7-8% maximum, that is a great result. And if you start, for example, the copy trading service or something like that with such stats, trust me, you will find the investors. Yes. How do you journalize daily? Will you show here how you manage it or how to do it? So I have the short version of the trading journal on my website. If you open the VIP Signals page in FAQ, there's a spreadsheet with the journal. Also on my website, there's article about trading journal. I mentioned all the important elements of the trading journal there, so you can check it. It is on my website. Just open the educational articles page and in a search bar type journal, and I guess you will find the article. It is very, very, very nice one. By the way, also preparing a video about the trading journal, so it is it is coming. Yes, Kelvin says, hey, Kelvin from Florida, first happy holiday and thank you for your you open this channel and people can learn that huge. Thank you, Kelvin. Thank you and happy holidays. Now, what will be the next one? Minh says, if I'm going through a loss streak and going through drawdown, how should I adjust my risk management? So personally, I don't adjust. So the main problem that many people have is that they drop this strategy once they face a drawdown. And if you check my trading journal for the last 2 years that I shared on my website, losing streaks are inevitable. And with any trading strategy, you're going to have the losing streaks. The thing is that when you have a losing streak, the main thing that you should do, you should stick to your strategy. Don't change it, don't modify it, and just wait for good setups. And if you are patient enough, if you keep treating your strategy with discipline, the market will always give you a chance to recover. The market will always give you the opportunities to recover all the losses. And I have journaled the trades that I shared in VIP Signals group for 2 years. And you can easily identify the winning streaks moments there, the losing streaks moments there, and you can check how the performance went through the losing, winning streaks, and how the account recovers after the losing streaks. So once you face a drawdown, once you face a losing streak, keep trading. That will be the rule. So, man, once again, thank you for the articles. Thank you. Thank you so much. Kazim, what is your first trading session, and which trading sessions is best to trade, Mr. Vasily? So, good question. So basically, here is my main watch list, and if give me yes in the live chat, traders, and I will simply send you the link to my watch list because for some reason it is not loading. But yeah, here are the main instruments of my watch list, and when I open the charts, each and every morning I just start from EUR/dollar and I go all the way down to the lowest instrument in my watch list. So I do the chart scanning each and every morning, and in each and every morning I flag the instruments. I flag the instruments where I see the potential trading opportunities, and then through the day I check the pairs that I flagged. Yeah, so let me share with you the link. Just a second. Yes, it is copied. Yes, thank you for your yes, by the way. So here goes the link. Yeah, and by the way, on my YouTube channel, there is also a video about my watch list. Yes, it is one of the recent. You can check it. I just listed all the instruments that I trade. Yeah. So yeah, thank you, traders, for your support, and thank you for the questions. One more question from Vibe Have. How many pairs should beginner track? I think it is more than enough to concentrate on dollar majors. How many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and probably add some 2 more, like Euro, pound, yen. So around 7, 9, max 10 is good, but no more. And remember, traders, that it all depends on how much free time you have for trading. Because if you have the entire day, of course, you can have a very big watch list, the extended watch list. But if you are limited with the time, with the free time, if you have 1 hour per day for trading, then of course you should limit your watch list. Yes, because with 1 hour of free time, you cannot follow a lot of instruments. So it is a very personal thing, and it always depends on you, right? Then, please, what's your scalping strategy, says T. T, I have a video on my YouTube channel, my scalping strategy or something like that. Please check. It is, by the way, I organized the playlists on my YouTube channel so that you can easily access the all strategy videos that I shared. So just check it, T. I guess you will enjoy. Then I see a question from Chandra. And brother, please do not spam, because when you spam, I miss the questions from other members. Will gold hit 90.80? You know, man, I guess it doesn't really feel so. So 90.80 level is over here. So from such a perspective, I guess it won't happen for now. For now, we are expecting growth here. So for now, I would not expect a bearish movement to 1980. So be very careful with that. Yeah, don't spam. Traders, thank you. Yeah. Aussie Swiss. Question about Aussie Swiss from Patil. Let's check it and analyze on Aussie Swiss here. What do we see on Aussie Swiss? On Aussie Swiss, I see a very strong resistance. Again, here it goes. And at the same time, we also have here a very strong support. So that the pair is currently stuck within that horizontal range. Yes, that is our current range. What else do we have right here? Let me check if we have any important trend line here. Probably not. Yeah, so that is our current trading range. And as always with the range, two options. First, wait for a breakout of the resistance of the range. It will be a very strong bullish confirmation, and then you can anticipate a bullish movement to that resistance, while a bearish breakout of the support of the range will be a very bearish signal, and it will most likely push the prices lower, right? So that is what I see. Also, you can consider trading the boundaries of the range. So from the support of the range, the market may nicely bounce the resistance of the range, and from the resistance of the range, the market may easily drop to the support of the range. And if you want to trade the range, you should look for a confirmation on lower time frames, and you should look for some bullish pattern here. For example, what can be the pattern? Yeah, the price action today here looks very weird, but usually what we are looking for example, take a look how the price was reacting to the support of the range here. You can see that we dropped, we retraced, and here we set the higher low. And here we got a perfect example of the cup and handle pattern. Very bullish pattern right here was formed. And your bullish confirmation could have been the bullish breakout of the neckline of the pattern. You can see that the neckline was broken, we got quite a deep retest, and then we saw a strong bullish movement. So when the market is approaching the boundaries of the range, just look for a bullish or bearish pattern there to open a trading position. Kazim says, Mr. Vasily, does trading NFP always leads to disappointment? What's your thoughts? Yeah, man, that is a good question. Yeah, this year, the most disappointing news event in the economic calendar is the CPI report. Man, I guess around 15% of all the trades that were losing ones this year are the trades that were taken during or around the CPI release. CPI release completely killed me this year. Damn, that was crazy. The CPI kind of invalidated all the patterns, all the formations. That was naturally crazy. And if you have problems with NFP, brother, you can easily just don't trade NFP. Yes, you can just mark all the NFP releases in your calendar and don't trade around the NFP release, like 3 hours before NFP and 3 hours after. Yes, and that's it. So if something doesn't work, just remove it from your trading plan, from your trading schedule. Yeah. How do you identify between a fake breakout and the real breakout? That is a very, 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 it requires the experience, but there's one technique that works quite efficiently. So take a look at Cat Swiss. We already discussed the Cat Swiss. On Cat Swiss here, take a look. We got this structure breakout right here. Yes, we got a major horizontal structure. You can see that here we got a significant horizontal structure that was broken. And in order to get whether that is a false breakout or not, you should monitor the price action after the breakout, because quite often after a breakout of a structure, the market starts coiling, the market starts consolidating. And you can see that here we are consolidating within that range. And bullish breakout of the resistance of that range will signify that the breakout here is false, that entire violation is false, while a bearish breakout of that support will be a very bearish signal. Yes, and it will confirm that breakout right here is valid. Yes, that is a very powerful strategy that you can apply for checking whether the breakout is valid or false. Now, Vibe says, December months I'm going to only learn. Yeah, yeah, my friend. So start with January, start with the new page, and good luck to you. I hope that you will have great trading results next year. Now the holiday season is the best time to learn and study. Now, what will be the next one? I saw a question about Euro New Zealand. Let's check Euro New Zealand here and analyze. Futures, by the way, thank you so much for your questions. I am really happy that you joined the discussion. I'm really happy that you asked questions. And to be honest, I did not even expect that we're gonna have such an active live stream on Friday. Yeah, I thought that everyone is already drinking or smoking shisha or doing something else, but still some people here who enjoy cheating, and that is great. So on Euro New Zealand here. On Euro New Zealand, we have a very important zone of demand here. And we already got a breakout attempt of that demand zone, but for now it feels like the breakout was false because we didn't even manage to close below that structure. However, we can see that the sentiment on the pair since August is very bearish. So I guess we might see the breakout attempt of that structure. If the daily candle closes below that area, we can anticipate a bearish movement to that horizontal support. Yes, if we violate that structure. If we close below that, a bearish movement will follow to that horizontal support. Also, by the way, remember that that demand area can easily be respected and monitor intraday time frames. Let's look if we have some pattern right here to watch. Yeah. So here we have a potential cup and handle, even not potential, the completed cup and handle formation on the 4 hour. Yes, here is the cup and here goes the handle. Right, so your bullish signal here will be a bullish breakout of the neckline of the pattern. 4 hour candle close above that will be a strong bullish signal that will push the prices higher, at least to that resistance. So if you're looking for some pullback trade, yeah, you can consider trading that cup and handle formation. Where would you place your resistance zones on gold? So the resistance zones that we spotted on gold are: the first zone is the zone based on, let me show you, is based on that daily candle closes and that trend line. Yeah, so that is our first resistance. And the second resistance is based on the all-time high, so probably from 2140 to 2150, the next strong resistance. Video on major correlation pairs, how to trade. You know, by the way, concerning the correlations, so I don't trade the correlations, and I always say that it is very complicated to trade correlations, especially if you are day trading, if you are scalping, because correlations are very efficient if you are investing, if you are planning a long-term investment. But from the minor perspective, from the short-term perspective, in my view, correlations are not that efficient. So for that reason, personally, I don't trade the correlations. So pound yen. I promised to check pound yen. So let's analyze this one and discuss. So what do we see on pound yen? Yeah, so recently pound yen reached a huge liquidity zone here. And after that, the market started to consolidate within a very huge range. Yes, here is the resistance of the range, and here is the support of the range. So we are trading within a very wide area. Yes, that area is very wide. And for now, I guess on pound yen pair, we can expect that the market will keep staying within that range. For now, we don't see any signs of strength of the sellers. We don't see these signs of strength of the buyers. And for that reason, I would say that we will most likely keep staying within that range. So for now, be prepared that pound yen will keep consolidating within that area between these two significant structures. Concerning New Zealand yen, hello Patrick. Concerning New Zealand yen, I guess is different. I guess New Zealand yen looks different. So on New Zealand yen, recently the pair perfectly respected that major horizontal resistance. Oh, sorry, not horizontal, the vertical support. Yes, the trend line. Here, that trend line was nicely respected, and from that, we saw a very strong bullish reaction. After that, you can see that here we formed a classic bullish reversal. Yes, we have a very nice double bottom formation that the price formed, and you can see that the market violated the neckline of the pattern and set a new higher close. So this bullish imbalance right here is the important sign of the strength of the buyers. Yes, that is a very strong bullish confirmation here. So I strongly believe that New Zealand yen pair will keep growing. I am very bullish here, and I anticipate growth at least to current highs. So be prepared for a bullish continuation here. What we also can note is that we are already forming the double bottom formation on a 4-hour. Yes, we are currently breaking the neckline of the pattern. So you can see, Patrick, that even from the intraday perspective, we see the signs of strength of the buyers. So I guess, most likely the growth will resume and most likely the market will keep growing. Then, how many pips in between the borders of your key levels? Madison, it always depends on the WEX and it always depends on the price action. On my YouTube channel, there is a separate playlist, Structure Analysis. I recorded a lot of examples how I analyze key levels, how I underline the key structures, so please watch. There are a lot of videos for you there. Olayda says, how do you measure the zone on the wick? Because it is very long. Do you mean the pound yen? If we talk about pound yen, let me try to explain to you. Yeah, so here, if you ask why exactly I draw the area that way, the lower boundary of that area is the lowest wick. Yes, it is the lowest wick right here. While the upper boundary of that zone is the lowest candle close, right? So it is a very simple rule to follow. Here again, candle close, lowest candle close. Here, the highest candle close. I have a lot of videos where I explain how exactly to draw these areas, relying on price action and candlestick analysis. CFO says, first on live stream, good Vasily, love from South Africa. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining. Min says, for example, dollar index just broke out of the ascending triangle, but I don't trade dollar index. Then should I long gold based on the DXY? No. I don't think so. So if you are planning the investment decision, if you see like, listen, if you see like huge ascending triangle on dollar index, like on a weekly time frame or on a daily, you see that huge triangle and you see the breakout, of course you can assume that it will affect gold, and that can affect on your bias on gold. But such a breakout alone won't be a strong signal for you to open a trading position, in my view. I know that there are the correlation traders that trade efficiently, but to me, I think that it would be a poor signal. Yes. So, and again, remember that higher is the time frames, stronger is the correlation. That is usually a very strong rule to follow. Then, how often do you live streams? It really depends, but in my trading academy, I do this on daily basis, and here on YouTube, sometimes I do it every week, sometimes bit more rarely. Always depends. Always depends on the market. Then. I forget, thank you for the video on how to spot liquidity zone. Thank you, T. Thank you so much. And you mean why on gold is, yeah, I got your question. So the question of Olayda is why I think that the resistance is exactly here. Listen, here the main thing is that candlestick here, it is not natural. It is not a usual candlestick. This candlestick here is huge. It is the imbalance candlestick. It is the manipulation candlestick. So it is very different. Yes. And the thing is that when the market was growing rapidly, just let's open an hourly time frame, not even hourly, let's open 15 minutes time frame, I guess. So if we open the 15 minutes time frame, look, here's what exactly was happening with gold. We were growing very, 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 very rapidly. But when we started to approach that area, you can see that something changed. So that was our initial high, but then the market managed to go a little bit higher, and then finally we started to fall. So our exact resistance is somewhere here. We don't know where exactly, but it is somewhere here. Yes, so by strong resistance, we mean the area where the big players were placing their orders, from where the sell-off initiated. And analyzing here the price action, we can spot that somewhere here something changed. Yes, and that is why my resistance here is that wide here on gold. I hope you got what I mean. What are the parameters that makes a confluence? So there are a lot of different types of confluence, Madison. There is the, for example, Fibonacci confluence. There is the structure confluence. So it really depends on what confluence do you mean. But if we discuss the Fibonacci confluence is, look, it is like when you take several impulse legs, yes, draw the Fibonacci levels, and then you are looking for the areas where the Fibonacci levels match. So let's take one more impulse right here, for example, this one. Yeah, this one. So do we have any confluence right here? I guess not. I guess we don't have any confluence right here. Let's try some other example. Let's take pound dollar, for example, and let's look for the confluence here. So let's draw again this one right here. So here we have the confluence. Not very good one, but confluence is the area where, for example, two different fib numbers match. Or if you just treat the classic support and resistance, confluence is the area where multiple structures match. So on my YouTube channel, I have some nice videos about confluence. So just search on my YouTube channel, just type Vasily confluence, and you will find some interesting videos. Then, if you successfully know how to trade Forex, you will never be broke. Isn't that a fallacy, Mr. Vasily? Kazim, you can easily be broke on Forex like every day. You know, to be honest, you can lose all your money in Forex with one single trade. So just imagine that you open a trade and you forget to set your stop loss. No matter how experienced you are, if you forgot to set the stop loss, and then because of the news, the market started to go against you, you can easily lose everything. So of course, if you become a pro trader, it does not guarantee that you will always be afloat. That is the fact. However, I guess it is like everywhere. Yes, no matter who you are, doctor, engineer, programmer, you can easily go broke. The things can easily start falling apart. So it is just part of our lives. Yes, and trading is not exception. Yes, and I always, I really like to have a beer or to even drink on Sundays. But then I realized that if I drink on Sundays, I lose on Mondays. So, even the fact that you drink really affect your brain activity, and for that reason your trading performance drops. So you can see that even such a factor affects. And you can imagine that there are a lot of different situations in life, and of course it can affect your trading, and of course you can go broke. And in order to not go broke, you should just keep the things safe in trading. Safer you trade, higher is the chance that you won't go broke. Then, what's your perspective on WTI crude oil? My friend, we already analyzed WTI crude oil. We already checked that. You can see that. You can check the recording, and here are our drawings and these scenarios. Yeah, so I checked that. So, yeah. Traders, I guess we got a wonderful discussion today, and I guess it will be the longest live stream of this year. Unexpectedly, I really thought that it will be a quick live stream, but we got a wonderful discussion. So I'm happy, traders, that you joined. I'm happy that you asked all your questions. And before I finish, I just wanted to tell you that this year I noticed that have a lot of friends living in different countries, doing different things. Some people are running businesses, some people engineers, programmers, and stuff. The thing is that many people this year got a lot of problems, probably because of the overall sentiment in the world, with the economic activity going to decline. So many people faced the issues in their jobs. Some people were fired. Some people lost jobs. Some people simply can't find a new job. Some people didn't get the holidays bonuses and stuff. And when you trade, what trading gives you the freedom. It gives you the independence. And when I listen to the problems of these people, I am so happy that I have never had these issues. Yes, with trading, you don't need to negotiate your vacations. With trading, you are your own boss. You decide when you work. You decide when you spend your time with family. You decide when you go to travel. You decide what you do. And just remember that it won't be the easy journey. Remember that in order to become full-time trader, you should spend many years before you learn how the things work, before you become profitable. And please do not trust people who tell you that you should spend, $100 on Forex signals and make living on that. No, it won't work. Remember that it's a very tough game. It is very hard, yes. But once you master, once you learn how to trade, once you start trading full-time, it will be a different life. It will be a better life. And I wish you success in this game, traders. I wish you luck. Now, during holidays, please learn, please stay with your family, keep learning, keep educating yourself, and I hope that next year will be profitable to you. Thank you so much, traders, for watching my videos this year. Thank you so much for reading my articles. Thank you for joining the live sessions. I truly appreciate. I will see you next year on live sessions. And during the holidays, I will also share some nice videos with you, so make sure that you watch them. Thank you so much for joining, traders, and I will see you soon.